What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up?
How is it going, my guy?
Bro, what a beautiful day out.
I know.
Best fucking day of the week.
It is fucking gorgeous outside.
Gorgeous outside. It's gorgeous in here. You're good looking, amazing, as always.
Oh, shucks.
Oh.
So sweet.
So what's up?
Well, I guess if we're just going to kind of dive into it, we do have a little guest on today.
Mm-hmm.
This is my little brother.
Hey. I got my Duddy.
Yeah, so I honestly didn't know if we were going to go Kenneth, Duddy.
Yeah.
Whatever you like.
Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny. I didn't even think about Kenny.
I hate Kenny.
That feels weird to me.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's go Duddy.
I always get the South Park bullshit with, like, they killed Kenny.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not go that route.
Does anybody else, like, I understand I'm the only one in the family that calls you Duddy, which is like a nickname from when you're a baby, but does any of your friends know of this nickname or call you that?
Yeah, there's definitely some, like, the Stobbs, and I don't know if I should name drop, but, like...
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
But there's some, like, very, very close people, but none of my friends call me. I've tried to get it to stick because it's such a cool, like...
It's a great nickname.
It's a sweet nickname.
I was thinking, like, when I got to college, just tell people that everybody calls me Duddy.
Yeah.
To where everybody does call me Duddy and just bullshit. Well, like, hey, everybody does it, dude. You have to.
Yeah, I mean, if you introduce yourself as Duddy...
Yeah.
I don't know, is that cool to be like, I mean, I guess so, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
Be like, oh, what's up? What's your name? I'm Duddy.
Yeah.
We have a friend named Kenneth who goes by Coley.
Oh, that's
Everybody
true.
calls him Coley.
Everyone calls him Coley. That's true.
His self-given nickname.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not douchey at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's what stopped me. Is it felt like a little douchey, being like,
Own
"Oh,
that douche,
everybody calls me Duddy."
Yep. Just
you don't have to say it like
that.
that.
That is douchey.
Yeah.
Like,
It felt very pretentious.
Don't be like, "Hey, I'm Kenneth," but everybody calls me Duddy. Like, that's douchey. Just be like, "What's up? I'm Duddy."
Yep, that's it.
What's up, Duddy?
Yeah, and especially if like your close friends already kind of know that's like a nickname for some. When people are going to be referring to, they're like, "Oh, like, hey, did you see where Duddy went?" And they're gonna be like, "Oh, they're going to know who they're talking about," you know.
And if you want to go super douche, you could do that Snoop Dogg song, "Luddy Duddy, we like to putty. We don't start trouble. We don't bother nobody."
See?
Didn't it start with Kennedy hearing "Teach Me How to Dougie" or something like that?
No,
I don't remember how it started.
Teach me how to Duddy. That's a fucking great idea too.
I thought that's how it
shit,
started.
You are writing comedy gold right here.
No,
that's how it started.
No, this started because your dad has the same name, and when Kennedy. Well, I'm talking about for the listeners here, smart ass.
I thought he just found out who his dad was.
He just met his dad last week.
This is wild.
They have the same name, so when Kennedy was younger and she was calling him Daddy, she started picking up that you guys have the same name, like hearing us call you your dad, like, "Hey, Ken, blah, blah, blah," and realizing your name was also the same thing. So she was, as a toddler, separating her dad as Daddy and you as Duddy, and it stuck.
I don't think I ever heard that.
Oh, really?
No.
Amazing.
Wow. You just learned the etymology of your name.
You got some lore right
That's
there.
fucking crazy.
I mean, like the parents and siblings would call him that when he was like really little, but
and the cousins, but I mean, we never talk to them anymore. So
Wow.
But
amazing. Learning stuff.
yeah,
Family
I'm the only
tree
one
shit.
that still calls him that. And you're what? How old are you? 20 years old now?
Yeah.
20 years old. He's an adult, and I still call him by his childhood nickname. I think it's dope, though.
I agree. I wish it stuck more. I was just like, I didn't like it when I was a little kid, so I would never tell anybody about it. And then as I got older and everyone else had nicknames, and I was like, damn. But you can't give yourself a nickname.
Right.
That's true.
Well, technically you didn't.
Technically I didn't, but I've known all these people my whole life, and if all of a sudden I was like, just start calling me Duddy around new people, they would probably make fun of me.
You won't know until you try.
That's
I mean,
true.
maybe.
Also. And fuck your friends if they're not going to call you Duddy.
Yeah, they're your boys.
Yeah.
No, that is fair.
It's fucking dope.
How's school going, anyways?
So far, so good, dude. I'm really liking it. Got a lot of buddies up there.
Duddy buddies?
Duddy buddies.
Duddy buddies.
Ooh.
Maybe that'll be my podcast.
Oh, dude, that's a fucking dope podcast.
Duddy
Yeah.
buddies.
Yeah, well, you can't use the same fucking jam as our jam, but yeah, absolutely,
gonna
it's a
say-
solid idea.
I absolutely love the intro, dude. It is
Yeah,
so fun.
it is
So
sick.
good.
It's catchy.
All right, so where do you go to school?
I go to OU.
Nice. My
Ohio
parents went to
University.
OU.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, both of them. 1 out of 2 ain't bad. I mean, they're both educationally excellent, but my dad's just a douche.
Oh man.
Yeah. So
What'd they go for?
Don't do that. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going for education. But
Yeah, no shit. It's college.
no, like
No.
I'm.
Oh, like you want to be a teacher?
Yeah, I should have worded
cool.
that better.
He's like, yeah, they just have a nice gymnasium. Like, that's why I hang out
They
there.
do have a nice gym
I
too.
bet. Yeah.
It's
That's
got, like,
awesome. And you're
3
20 years
floors.
old?
Yeah,
Holy shit. Do you know what that means?
you're getting
Like,
old.
You weren't even, thank you. Like, you weren't even alive for 9/11. Holy fuck.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm old as fuck.
Yeah.
This is going to be a fun episode.
I remember my dad sat me down in the living room one day, and it was like a 9/11 anniversary or whatever you call it. I don't know. Should we call it an anniversary?
It's a 9/11 anniversary. 9/11.
I don't know. Does it feel weird to say anniversary?
Yeah, because that's kind of celebratory.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah,
What's the proper?
like a memorial.
Yeah, fine.
I guess.
But
let's not
he
get hung
made
up on
me
9/11.
watch-
Yeah.
This is a comedy show.
I got back from school, and he made me watch like a 3-hour documentary, and I was like,
About 9/11.
"Oh yeah."
That's way too long.
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
It only took like fucking an hour and 45 minutes live. Trying to be a dick or anything, but it doesn't need to be longer than it actually was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's awesome. OU, good for you.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Well, this would be great too. So once you get this episode out here in a couple of weeks, you just start blasting it to all your friends,
Hell yeah.
and then get all pumped up for this Duddy buddies.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
got
I'm
stickers
excited.
written all over it.
Oh,
Duddy
yeah.
Buddies?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Oh,
I'll
my
have to come back and get some stickers.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah. I
Graphic
just gave you a
novel.
shit ton, so
Yeah,
make sure you
dude.
get
Some
those.
Duddy Buddy stickers.
Oh, Duddy Buddy stickers.
Oh,
yeah,
hell yeah.
absolutely.
Who's your
Yeah.
guy for stickers?
I have a.
need to hit him
It's,
up.
Oh,
they have a
we have a
liquid one
guy.
here. It's cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, we sure do. All right.
All right. Well, now that we got the introduction out of the way,
Yeah.
let's do a quick little shot.
Sure.
You got to. Have you got a little salute there?
Mine's straight out of the
Salute.
bottle, but
Right
sorry. I'm
over there.
gonna have a quick
Red
jizz of
Bull.
bourbon real quick. We'll get into that in a second.
So, we did get a couple texts
Nice.
that I want to talk about here. The first one, and Duddy, you can get on this.
Okay.
They said, "Sup, guys? Wonder if you guys think it's true that everyone actually likes the smell of their own farts. You know, like not everyone appreciates their own recipe, so to speak. What do you think, and how do you feel about yours?
I agree with that.
You do like the smell of your own farts?
It's not like a like, but like,
An acceptance.
You appreciate your own brand?
yeah.
like,
I'm not
like
hating
across the
factory.
board, like every fart, you're like,
I
I
surprise
don't
myself
love it,
sometimes.
but I own it. I don't know, man.
I see. Most of my farts, a lot of the times, are not smelling. But sometimes you get that stinky ones, and they're usually not so bad. But there's times that I get real bad ones when I'm sitting down.
You know why your
I-
farts don't stink though?
Huh.
It's because you fart like so much, like it's just running air through like clean pipes
Oh, yeah.
all the fucking time.
Dude,
Because
I
you have
disagree.
you have no shame. Like you hold your you don't hold farts in. You just let them blast out. So
A
it's
lot
like
of
you're just
farts.
running through like a clean ventilation shaft.
Yeah.
Me, I'm old school. Like I don't even like fart in front of my wife.
Oh, man. That's crazy. I fart in front of Jess all the time.
I know. I've seen a bazillion
Video
videos of
proof.
it.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm
squeak of the week.
fully fucking aware.
Yeah, that's true.
Squeak of the week, exactly. But yeah, I hold mine in, and then they just fester in this horrific internal horribleness inside of me, and then they come out, and I'm like, ugh, like I'll barf.
You
They're
know,
gross.
I just saw a video that apparently there is some sort of doctor, which I'm going to quote here because I've not actually done the research and actually looking it up.
Uh-huh.
But apparently there was a doctor that said that if you hold your farts in for a long time, it eventually like absorbs into your intestines and then it comes up into your lungs and then it has to eventually come out your mouth. So it's like people that have like, when you're like, man, their breath smells like shit, it could actually be that
Farts.
fart.
Mm.
I haven't looked into it, but maybe.
I've definitely held in a fart long enough to where it became a burp. like I've definitely done that. Like a long presentation in class. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
sometimes
definitely
That's the
happened.
best time.
Sometimes you have to hold them in.
Oh, I would blast one out.
No.
Do you fart in front of your girlfriend?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Does she fart in front of you?
Sometimes, but like, dude, me and you are the same, dude. It's just like farting all the time.
Yeah.
Cut from the same cloth.
Yeah, sure are. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the smell of my own farts. If I get those really bad ones, if I'm sitting down, I'll have to like stand up and I kind of like scoop the bottom part of my jeans so the air shoots out the back of my pants.
Yeah.
And just let it fluff out so it's not stuck inside my jeans.
Yeah, we've talked about this, but in different ways. Like where I'm like sleeping in bed next to my wife, and I don't want to wake her up with a fart. So
Oh, yeah.
I'll reach under and grab like the heft of the bottom of one butt cheek, and then lift that up, which turns my very very tight butthole into a very larger butthole. So instead of being like a loud fart, it's like And then she's none the wiser.
Like a fan noise.
Yeah, I'm a fucking gentleman. Like that's chivalry now.
She thinks that she's just falling asleep to the fan noise,
Yeah,
the white
and then
noise.
I wake her up and I'm like, oh my God, is there like a gas leak in the house? She's like, I don't know. Thanks for waking me up though. And I'm like, yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
So I think we're all in the same agreements here, right? That I don't mind the smell of our own farts.
Nah, not crazy about it.
Yeah. What about you, Tommy boy? You sitting back there?
Yeah.
You like the smell of your own farts?
Yeah, I don't smell that much.
No? Are you? Do you fart in front of your lady?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Does she fart in front of you?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Because she's a lady.
Because I wasn't gonna say it, but you said it. Yeah. All right. So one
right.
text down.
Yep. And then so this next one, this is completely out of context. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's from. It just says, tell Dave. So going you by name. I mean, but we do. I mean, it's with Tony and Dave.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Tell Dave that he has leaky nips.
That's the whole thing.
No context. Just wanted to see how you're gonna react. I guess I don't know. Are your nips leaky?
No.
I never seen you lactate at all. So
No. But I do enjoy milk. I mean, I drink a lot of milk.
but not enough to make your nips
No,
leak.
and I also get. I mean, I get very sweaty when it's hot out, and I also spill drinks on myself often. So I can see how that could be a misconception.
Sure.
They're like, "Oh, that dude's nips are leaking." Like, no, dude, I'm on my 17th cocktail. I just spilled a bunch of drinks on myself, like a gentleman. But it's not. It's not milk. It's not man milk. It's not. It's not conemilk.com.
Oh, you need to get that.
I own it.
Yeah.
Oh, I own conemilk.com. Yeah. Yeah, I bought it during the lockdown. Yeah. I was making investments. I was like, there's money to be made during this COVID pandemic, so I bought conemilk.com. I was trying to carbonate milk, actually.
Carbonated milk.
Yeah, it's impossible. Well, because I like drinks with bubbles, and I love milk. So I figured the two of them together would be awesome. Can't do it. It's impossible.
You've tried?
Yeah, it's impossible. When you carbonate milk, something about it coagulates it immediately.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. Does it? I don't think it does.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like it just... Actually, I don't know. You're right. Because I feel like if all the pressure with all the bubbles to be coming through, like when you had to like make it like your own pop.
Listen, I'm hiring Asians. I'm working on it. We're going to make cone milk. And when it happens, because people are like, oh, have you tried the nut milk? I'm like, fuck you. I'm so close to cone milk. When someone comes out and they're like, oh, you got to try cone milk. I'm like, I own that shit. And you can buy it. It's for sale right now for $1,400. The domain name. But in no time, it's be worth $500,000. 50 stacks.
We're going to get there.
No doubt.
You're going to get there. It's cone milk
I'm gonna
everywhere.
Listen,
as far as the eye can see.
All the cone milk money, I'm reinvesting into the pizza bagels.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, that being that, there's something that, so the whole thing, you know, getting my little brother here on the show.
Yep.
He's 20 years old, so he's still kind of hip to like all the slangs and shit that's going on.
We're so old. When you were like hip, and I'm like, I'm giving air quotes. Like, like, is that what the children?
I don't know what the word for hip would be. What's the word for like being like hip to that? Being hip to something. Is there a word for that yet?
I kind of feel like recently, like a lot of my friends say things that like you guys probably said. Like we're kind of like coming back to it.
I've noticed too that like 90s and early 2000s
like
slang
dope.
are coming back around.
Like, I say dope probably 100 times a day.
Oh yeah, us too.
Dope,
Sure.
sick, yeah.
Well, like I think I used it last week or the week before, but I said when I was referring to a younger person, I said the word jit.
Yeah, I've heard that. That's like Floridian. Like people in Florida say jit.
I learned that in Florida.
Yeah,
See,
that
I
makes
didn't know.
sense, Yeah.
That's
I didn't know that was a
fucking
thing.
gangster in training. That's young
Yeah.
blood fucking thugs.
Yeah, I didn't know that
dude.
until you told me.
Fucking jits,
Do you remember?
which is dope.
Do you remember there was like this trend that was going around like the internet where people were holding their arms out and they'd put the two fingers here and they go sheesh.
No.
You don't remember? I thought like because like once this came out, like I lost my mind. I was like I was sending all these videos to Thomas, to Sheesh,
Yeah.
and be like, look at this. Like we have a buddy that's been yelling sheesh across the bar for God knows how long.
Yeah, that is his namesake.
Yeah.
He'll be passed out at a bar and you'll like tap him on the shoulder and he'll just be like, sheesh. And then he's like right back asleep.
Yep. And if you sheesh across the bar, he'll sheesh you right back. Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
It is. you would love it the first 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And then after
A
that,
one-trick pony.
yeah, it's pretty up. Yeah, he's like the Daniel Day-Lewis of doing everything exactly the same. You know what I mean? So like nonstop, just sheeshing.
That's it.
It's pretty solid.
So I was confused on this, and so like I hit him up. I'm like, what the fuck does this mean?
Yeah.
What is the point of this?
Yeah, well, what's the two fingers for? I'm so
right.
curious.
So go ahead. Your words were.
Yeah, so it was some TikTok trend a couple years ago. I don't know where it came from, but it's supposed to be like cold, like I don't know exactly. I worded it something like with Michael Jordan, like
You said you said cold
like
blooded.
ice in your veins, like
Yeah.
Okay.
And
like
also
ruthless or like real, but like also that's like confidence, you know. So it's like, damn, he's cold. Like,
So like Riz,
well,
and that's
like
what
today's Riz.
I was gonna bring up Riz. Do you know what Riz is?
yeah, isn't Riz like your game when you're like hitting on a chick or whatever, right? Like your charm.
Yeah, which is
Yeah,
so
it's from charisma.
yeah.
Right.
Right. So like if you're like macking on a chick and you're doing well, they're like, wow, that dude's got Riz.
macking
Yeah.
on a chick. That's not.
Oh, do we not say? Oh shit. Which one is it? Do we not
Is
say
that-
macking or do we not call them chicks?
Mackin.
Oh,
Do you not-
we don't mack.
Mackin, like
have you heard Mackin before?
I didn't even
maybe
have
like
that.
a
I didn't even
Biggie
have that written
Smalls
down.
song.
I mean, that's probably where we grew up and got it from.
Wow, dude.
Maybe
you
that's
said
in
that with a
party and
little.
bullshit.
That you said that with a little stank. Did we say stank?
Yeah, in that reference, yeah.
So I was like, what is the two fingers? Like, is this a drug reference? It's a heroin thing?
That's what I thought.
And then
I would say like it references veins, but like even I'm very in tune. I'd like to think so with pop culture because like I'm on my phone so much. Like I'm on TikTok, so I wake up just to be on my phone for an extra hour before I have to shower. Like I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone all the time.
Sure.
But like when that came out a couple years ago, that was like towards like the middle of COVID is when that was like all you could do is go on your phone.
yeah,
And I would
Sure.
see it all the time, and I'm like, I've heard sheesh, but like I don't know what the fuck this is.
I forgot that it was a thing until something just came up, and that's why I texted you.
Yeah, when you texted me, I was like, this is like old. Like I hope
Yeah.
you're not just finding out about
No,
this.
I
I've never
forgot
heard
about it.
before. Never. I've never
I'll
heard.
show you like the video like after we get done with this, just so you have like an idea of what it was. But it was just like a trend, and people were just doing it, and like there's no context. It's just people holding their arm out, two fingers here, and just yelling sheesh.
There's probably pictures of me doing that because like that's just how like that was like I was probably like 17, 18 when that was a thing.
So you were just doing
And,
it
like,
for fun?
Dude, it's just like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a hive mind thing.
Is it like when people do like whatever this is?
like a
The dab?
I hope-
oh, the.
I'm gonna
is it-
guess you-
Is it dap or dab?
DAB.
Yeah,
Dab.
dab.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coley does those all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well.
he should stop.
You hear that, Coley?
Yeah.
Got a
Stop.
20-year-old
Stop
saying,
it.
"Stop dabbing."
Stop it, Kenneth.
I was gonna say we got the same name. Too.
Yeah.
You're embarrassing.
So we're done dabbing.
I guess.
like years ago.
Holy
Oh.
shit! Like how many years ago?
I'm gonna bring.
4, maybe 5.
Oh my god!
Wait,
you
like
made
a-
that sound
I'm
like
talking
it
like-
was magnanimous amount of like
right.
dude, like 20 fucking 7, like
Yeah.
Time is different for someone my age.
Yeah,
5
you're
years ago,
100%
dude, I was
15.
like, yeah, freshman in high school.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Baby.
Old as 5 years ago, I was a 37-year-old person who was out of touch with the words of the gangsters.
Listen, there's a bunch of them that I still like. I understand, or I do. Like I use bussin' all the time.
Do you?
I
Yeah.
do.
I've never heard you use it before.
I think bussin' is fucking hysterical. I'm sure I've said bussin' on
Use
the,
it
on
in
the
a
episode.
sentence right now.
Damn, that shit is bussin'.
Well, that's a very
Like-
general sense. Like,
But I know.
what would you say?
You
Is
use
bussin'?
bussin' is the same thing as like, damn, that's dope. That's sick. Like it's
Like
the same
good.
thing. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
delicious or it's awesome or
So
whatever.
like dope, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same
Yeah.
thing. So I just thought that like I'm like that's actually just fun to say. So like I could separate like or
So Duddy, so how does that happen? Like how does bussin' become a word?
It's got to be from like somewhere in a city where people just have slang when they talk because like it's here in Ohio, but it definitely didn't originate here. Like it's
Sure.
I'm gonna,
So do you think that one person just said like that's bussin'? And then other people are like, what the fuck does that mean? And then they're like, oh, it means this. And then it just like circles out, like it gets larger and everybody starts taking it over. Because if that's the
it's
case,
got to.
yeah, well then we should use Duddy
yeah.
as a fucking
And
term.
you can't. If you have confidence when you explain it, dude, they'll
Oh.
believe you.
I'm sorry, they call it Riz.
I was just about to make the same joke.
where I live. It's called
Yeah.
Riz. Or I'm sorry, should we call it like Dints?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is confidence and having game, is this all kind of the same thing? Would Briz still count as your confidence or your charm? Or both?
I would like, it's probably both,
Okay.
I would imagine.
Which ones would help you more if you were macking on chicks?
Confidence,
Yeah,
probably. Yeah.
absolutely.
Confidence for sure.
Yeah.
On God, on God?
On God.
Oh God. So
Oh my God, did I use that correctly?
I
give
think so.
myself a check mark. I got
Oh,
a bunch of things.
That's how like I would
Fuck
imagine
yeah.
it. Like, yeah.
So I was checking out some of these slang words, and I was like, some of them I'm just like, how the fuck does this even happen, or what the fuck is even this?
You got some?
Oh yeah, I like
me hear 'em.
yeah. So here's one that's ate, like you ate food. Do you have an idea? Or actually, hold on, Bagel.
I was gonna say that.
Let's have you. I'm gonna throw down some of these words, and then you think.
This
tell
is
us
a great
like,
idea.
Yeah,
This is
what
a
you
really
think
good
the
idea.
term means, and then you tell us what it actually means.
Okay.
If you know it, go on.
8.
So ate, as in ATE.
number?
yeah.
AT.
AT.
As you're eating food, you
Yeah.
ate.
I love you gave me the Italian hand. You're like,
Sorry,
8,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, like ma sauce.
Gabagool.
Yeah. 8. Like I've already reviewed that and I'm finished with it. You're like, hey, I read this article the other day.
All right, so hold on.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, I already ate.
That is a really. I think that use is better than what it actually is, because what it actually is like if someone's wearing an outfit and they're very like it's a good outfit. It's you hear it a lot with. This is a very girl and gay term. Like this word drives me nuts. I hear it so much. It's like if you're wearing a weird outfit but really confident, people be like, "Oh, he's eating right now," or like, "Oh, she ate."
Ugh.
It's so cringy and I hate it.
I hate both versions.
You're
of
right.
that.
So do I, and I
Oh,
don't
that dude
understand
ate.
how that even.
That chick's eating.
Yeah.
Literally, it is. Dude, it drives me fucking nuts.
Gross.
I'm like, where does that? How do you even get that?
What does it? Yeah. What does it mean?
So there's another. Actually, you might have it later in the line. So I'll wait. But there's another term that is like equally like, where the fuck does that even come from?
come on,
there's-
spit it out there. Let's have it.
Do you have Slade on there?
No, but I did see Slade. I do know
Slay?
that one. I know that one.
They're
Yeah,
like the same.
Hold
thing.
on.
but yeah.
S-A or S-L.
AYED. Like
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
you
yeah.
have like you were going to slay and then you have previously or slayed
All
like,
the above.
Yeah.
like Santa Claus.
No, not
No,
that
no,
kind
no,
of
no,
slay.
no.
Okay.
It's SLAY.
ED.
Like killing
No,
an
no,
enemy
just
on the battlefield.
SLY.
oh,
yeah.
like a chick or a chickish dude is fierce and then so they have slayed.
Exactly. That's actually a really. It's like fierce, slay,
Yeah.
eating. That's
Ugh,
probably
I don't
like,
care for
Hey,
eating.
yeah,
That
I
is
don't
eating
like
is
that one
so-
either.
I don't
gross.
like slay either.
Ugh, I don't care.
Because,
I don't mind a slay.
But slay will actually make more sense, I think. Like, damn, dude, you're slaying that outfit. Like,
Yeah.
if
Damn,
someone said that,
But that's
like if you got a new hat, I'd be like, man, I'm gonna eat that hat.
no, I think you're supposed to say that I'm
Your
eating the
is-
hat.
You would say that hat is eating, which is so stupid. That's
The hat is eating. I'm not eating the hat.
You're not eating. Like, oh, that hoodie is eating.
Oh,
Or
So
you
the
ate.
article of clothing
Oh,
is eating.
Yeah, or like if you're like,
well, but wait, if the head is eating, then have you been ate?
well, that's what I was
My
gonna
butt. Go on, Duddy.
completely
Bing.
lost. My train of thought.
Is that what you're looking for? The fucking,
Oh,
There
sorry.
it is.
Completely lost the train of thought
Coolio.
with that. But like, you know how like getting like cooked in an argument. I don't know how would you call that? Like, do you even use the term cooked? Like, if you're getting beat in an argument, you're getting cooked.
I've never.
I mean,
been
I
beaten in an
understand
argument, so
that,
I'm
but
not-
no,
can
we
kinda
don't.
put it
We don't.
together.
Yeah, we don't use that.
That
but
one makes. What would you say?
I'm not familiar with the term because I am 21,361 for 21,361 arguments. I've never lost one.
Yeah.
So
So you, but that
you
would
guys
mean
tell me about being.
you're a
cooked.
chef then.
I'm
You've
the
been
sh-
cooking
I'm the
forever.
Chef. Is that a term,
not really. I mean, you
That
can kind of
dude's
put it
chef.
together.
I'm sure you could.
bro? Is that a solid fucking new thing
You
for the
could.
the
Like
for
he's-
the
like he's
youths
cooking?
to say?
Like he's on fire, you know. Like
That
he's-
dude's chef.
So like people like
Oh
if
my
you're
God,
cooking someone in
bro.
an argument, someone might be like, "Oh, he's eating right now," or "He just ate you." Like he's outdoing you in every way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, so we would be like, oh, he's burning them.
Yeah, and now that's what it was. You said something about like a burn on text, and
Yeah.
that's another thing, dude. I haven't heard someone say burn or.
Oh
like,
my god, I say it so much.
He
I
does.
haven't-
I'm
I
so
haven't
old.
heard it
I
in
use the fucking
forever,
what
like
is it? What do
middle
you call it?
school.
You call it a GIF?
Yeah,
That's
Is that
a,
it?
no, it's a GIF.
A
it's a
GIF?
GIF.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a GIF.
Fine.
No, it's not.
It's a
Do you
GIF.
say giraffe?
No, but
No, you
do
don't,
say
'cause
gift
it's-
as in a present.
Yes.
You say gift.
Yeah.
Take the T away. Take the T away.
Yeah.
GIF.
Yeah. What's a GIF?
It's the picture that they move.
The person that made it came out and said it's pronounced GIF.
Somebody look that up. I don't even believe you.
Tommy boy, can you
Tommy
pull
boy.
it up? That's what he's here for.
Make your fucking
Pull that
money,
up,
Tommy, yeah.
Make your fucking zero salary, Tom.
You look that shit up. Shanks.
Yeah. Ding.
All right. Well, Tommy does.
GIF is peanut butter.
Well, yeah. Not-
GIF.
Only if it's creamy.
GIF is looping animation.
How do you
Looping
pronounce
animations.
it?
So
yeah. Well, we know it's GIF, but the pronunciation. So yeah. So just look up to see whoever the fuck, I don't remember the guy's name. Whoever created the GIF.
Mr.
Ask him
Giff.
like how he. Yeah, his name is Mr. GIF.
Yeah.
How he pronounced it.
his name's Jeffrey Geraldo.
Do we have something here?
Change format. GIF.
Bang.
Hard G.
Gut
But
if.
the guy who created this format actually says it's pronounced GIF.
Suck
Okay.
my balls.
All right, but okay.
GI.
Popular vote GIF. The guy who invented it, GIF.
Your popular vote sucks.
All right, I think it sounds
It's
better.
me and the guy that created it.
Yeah.
It's
Tell
you
that,
against the
you
tell
world.
that to our
dummies.
next president, Donald Trump.
Fuck off.
So
We're not
suck
talking.
5 dicks.
Fuck you and Trump.
Boom. It's political now.
All right, you guys ready for this next one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is pronounced Chugi.
I think it's chuggy.
No.
It's Chugi.
Yeah, it says it's pronounced Chugi. This one, if someone said Chugi, I understand what the example is here. So, what do you think the word Chugi is?
I think it's for when you're operating a locomotive and it is at the appropriate speed. Right? Like it's not going too fast. It's going to make that turn, but you're also going to make time on your delivery. So you're like, hey, where's that delivery on that train? They're like, bro, it's chuggy.
That's exactly what it is.
It means on time for a train delivery? Hell fucking yeah. I'm 2 for 2, baby cakes.
Never lost an argument.
Rushing it. Yeah.
He's cooking.
This one seems like to
I
me
am
that it's
chefing. 21,363 arguments. I'm
Dang.
winning now.
it's like to me it's like it's not cool anymore. Like it's out of style.
So it's
Yeah,
lame.
it's not lame. More like I don't know how to word it.
Like if someone's like
Being a hippie or like
Oh,
that kind of be chuggy because like no one really does it. It's more like
like they're
you're not,
unemployed and smell
not
like patchouli?
normal.
is
I
it
guess.
is it like if someone's wearing something that's like in fashion for a little while, but then it goes out of fashion, and then they're like,
Yeah.
bro,
Like if you saw someone in like parachute pants.
Oh, like Junko jeans? You'd be
Yeah,
like, wow,
like
that dude's
Junkos.
chuggy as
Yeah,
fuck.
that's actually You see it a lot with like
Also
skate culture because they,
mispronounced. But
I'm sorry?
it's also mispronounced.
Which one?
Jinko?
Maybe for you.
Maybe
They're,
for
they're,
you.
They're Junkos.
you're talking about like the big
Those
ass
big
jeans.
baggy jeans from like the
Yeah.
90s. Yeah.
But like those are coming back.
Where else am I
but-
supposed to put my dick? That's why I flat them out. So chuggy?
Chugi. Yeah. So it's spelled Cheugy, but pronounced Chugi.
I don't care for that.
It's a weird one.
Yep,
Yeah.
not a fan.
How often do you use it?
Rarely ever. I think Gina was the last time I heard that. Like she said it once, and I was like, "What does that even mean?"
Gina said Chugi.
Yeah, I think she's the one who put me on to like. I didn't even know what it meant.
Where the hell did she?
This is so exciting because I thought that Gina was a next word we were going to talk about, but this is a person.
No, this is our sister.
Sister,
Gina's going to
Gina.
chuggy, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so far behind. All I wrote down was chef. I'm totally fucked right now. Awesome.
Yeah, no, Gina's our sister. She's in the middle.
All right. Well, hold on now.
And she's more keen to these terms than I am, I guess.
She's younger.
All right,
That's true.
Duddy, throw us a term that you think neither of us will know.
Yeah, let
What's
us-
a new term?
Oh man. Oh man. Come back to that. Oh. Gyat. Actually, have you heard of gyat? Gyatt.
I have.
Gyat.
Yeah.
I have heard. First of all, I didn't know that's how it's pronounced. I have it written down.
Okay, so you already know.
No,
Maybe got if you want, but gyat is like how people say it is like when it's cringy or like a joke.
Okay, so I'm aware of the term. I wrote it down. I don't know what it means. I don't know if it's an acronym, if it stands for something.
That's what I was going to ask if it was an acronym, like GOAT.
I think it's for like big butts. Isn't it like a big butt thing?
So it came from like when if a girl's walking back past you and you turn around, you're like, God damn, like she's got a big
Oh
ass.
shit, that makes sense now.
But people started
that's-
just saying, God, like, God damn.
Yeah.
And now
so instead of
people
saying
just-
damn,
now people just call ass gots, which is so stupid and doesn't make sense. But it's so
Kind of
washed.
does.
It's so washed that like everybody just uses it.
I mean, I get it.
I can tell you the etymology of that word right now.
Yeah.
That is going back from when this is going to be a shtickle racist. So this is going to go back from when like people were like farming and whatnot, and they would have a animal in front of them, like an oxen, And what would they say to get their oxen to move forward? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Right? And
Yeah.
now it's for a chick with a big dumpy. Do people still say dumpy?
Like people say dumpy, but not like seriously. It's more like they say it to make fun
Like
of people.
colloquially?
Okay.
Yeah, like
my God, I'm so
unironically
fucking
or
old.
ironically.
I'm like, oh, do they say colloquially? Yeah. So they're like, yeah, but gyat.
Because the bisons had big butts also.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, big
Butts cannot lie.
also.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say that.
Yeah. Let's not get canceled.
Is there... Oh, go on. What?
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, it's not an acronym. Like, it doesn't stand for anything.
No, it's
What
just
the
just-
fuck? You kids are
So it's like
crazy.
saying like, God damn, but just leaving out the damn part.
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
yeah. It went from like they shortened the term to where like it isn't even a term. It's just the word now.
Mm-hmm.
But
All right.
I don't really
Interesting.
use any of these words because I kind of think they're ridiculous. But I know so much of them.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
that's why we wanted to have you on here. Are there ones that you do use on a regular basis?
I say cook. Like,
Okay.
if my friend's doing good in basketball, like, oh, he's cooking. Or like, if he,
I like that.
he just made 3 threes in a row, like
Mm-hmm.
on somebody, he's cooking that guy. Or like,
It's on fire.
yeah, it's kind of
We're-
like
we're
that.
NBA
But
Jam.
saying
Yeah.
on fire
Yeah, yeah.
is like kind of like older and like
Oh, yeah.
cringy.
Yeah, that's...
Do you know what NBA Jam is?
Yeah, I used to play NBA Jam all the
Yeah,
time.
he's... So
Where
here's
you
what...
like shoot the basketball backwards and he like the backwards free, like, yeah.
Yeah, he's old enough to where like he's grew up with like all of the shit that a lot of Gen Z
Sure.
hasn't. So like when you see Gen Z like TikTok videos and they're like, oh, here's like a rotary phone, and they're like, how the fuck do you even use this? Like he
Yeah.
grew up with cordless phones and all that shit. Like so he knows what VHS and all that is. So
Sure.
he's like right in that perfect age to kind of
Yeah,
get that.
Dad used to make us rewind all the VHS tapes before we put them back, and I would never do it. Dude, he used to get on my ass about that.
Can I tell you a story about how I came from old white money?
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
All right. So here's how old white money I came from. My grandma had a machine in her house that was specifically to rewind VHS tapes. That's all it did.
Wow,
Yeah, there was
that was
machines
the
that
only
had
function for it.
like rich
We
people
would
lazy.
rent, yeah, dude. We would rent a VHS tape, and then she'd be like, "Do you want to watch the next?" I was like 7. She'd be like, "Do you want to watch the next Disney movie?" And I'm like, I didn't say "fuck yeah, grandma," but I was basically emoting "fuck yeah, grandma." And she was like, and I'm like, "What do I do with this tape?" And she's like, "Oh, no problem. Just throw it in that machine, and it rewinds it."
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only function of that machine was to rewind it, so we could bring it back and not get the $1 charge.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Be kind. Rewind.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blake, like my buddy Blake,
Yeah,
when we were younger, his family had like a car one. When you like push like the license plate, it would pop open the hood.
Oh.
You'd slide in the VHS tape, pop it down, and rewind it.
I had that too.
Tommy boy, you had one too. Okay, see, not a liar.
If we're going crazy old school, and then we're getting off topic, and we'll get right back onto it in a second. But I remember when I went to the family physician, my doctor, when I was like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years old, and going into her office after the examination, and she smoked cigarettes the whole time, like examination, smoked.
Yeah.
And I remember as a little kid, she had this thing. It was like a little stone-looking statue of a donkey, and you would push the ears forward, and a cigarette would come out of its butthole.
No
yeah,
way.
yeah,
Yeah, dude. And then she had a table lighter. Like, she didn't pull it out of her pocket. It was like a 9-pound fucking stone.
yeah.
And she would just like push a button, and a flame would come out. So donkey ears down, cigarette butt out of its butthole. Pull that out, light it on this fucking 9-pound table lighter, and then be like, "All right, so he needs to lose a little weight." I'm like, "What the fuck? I'm 6." And she's like, "It doesn't fucking matter." Just blowing smoke in my face.
Yeah.
That's how old I am.
It's like Juno.
I smoked cigarettes on airplanes.
That's
Kiddo.
actually crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was also.
my buddy Timmy
12,
had one
but
of
they
those
didn't care, yeah.
because like it had like a big like satchel like on its like
Yeah.
back, and that's
Yeah.
where you kept all the cigarettes
Oh
in.
my god.
Push
We're
the
so
ears down, came out the
fucking
butt.
old.
Yeah,
Holy
dude.
shit. All right, so let's do a quick time check here, Duddy. Will Smith. What do you know about him?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Fine.
Mm-hmm.
He smacked Chris Rock in the face.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
His wife is in love with Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
And he's in a slavery movie now.
Mm,
Like the first movie came back, it was a slavery movie.
wasn't he? Was it 12? Well, whatever.
I don't know. I haven't
Listen,
seen
you're
these-
crushing. Like
Yeah.
that's great.
Dude, I'm in tune, man.
Yeah, he is.
You are. So if I was to talk, like, let's say you were doing something really well, and I said that you were getting jiggy with it, what would that mean to you?
I think there's a song called Get Jiggy With It.
Yep.
And I think that's probably the only time I've ever heard it is like, get jiggy with it.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
Nah.
yeah.
Nah. Getting jiggy with it.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I'd be confused.
Yeah.
You don't hear that. Like nobody says that.
No. Nobody does
I
say
gotta
it anymore.
stop saying that. Fuck. I say it so often.
I like that. Like I might
Fuck,
even
dude.
start saying that to bring that to my friend group.
Hell
Like
yeah.
I like getting jiggy with it. Like in the sense of like
Well, don't put
dancing.
the H on it
Yeah.
because then you sound douchey. Don't say I'm getting jiggy with it.
Yeah, getting jiggy with it.
Getting
Yeah,
jiggy with it. Yeah,
getting
you gotta-
jiggy with
you
it.
gotta fucking-
It was too formal.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing. It's just for dancing, just fucking getting down,
Yeah, I've definitely used
getting
it
jiggy with it.
for dancing. Yeah, I've definitely heard that more.
He doesn't know about Will Smith and DJ Jazzy Jeff. He doesn't know any like Summertime.
No, those. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Do you?
He used to make music. Yeah, he was like he put out like an album.
Well,
forever
yeah.
ago, right?
Well, he did his own solo shit when he had like getting jiggy with it, and then like the Men in Black song
Right.
and
I
other
forgot
shit.
about Men in Black.
But before that, he was with DJ Jazzy Jeff.
who was a DJ
Yeah.
and Jazzy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, his name was Jeff.
Yeah.
Very short in stature, black dude that always wears sunglasses. And they put out amazing music.
Yeah. Summertime is good. I bet you probably have heard Summertime. It's
I
like
listen to a lot of like '90s rap.
Oh,
yeah.
that's awesome.
So I'm sure he's keen to Summertime.
Hell yeah. All right. You got something?
I was saying,
got
listen,
more?
what do you guys see looking down? What do you got over there?
I have so much. Do people still say drip?
It's another one of those that like it faded out like so quick.
Ugh.
Like it was like the dab. Like it was cool for like a year, and then when you say drip, it's like, okay, is he ghetto? Is he not on his phone much? Like,
So, like, if I would, let's say we revisit the podcast, you come back,
Yeah.
and I'm wearing like a Slim Jim's head to toe tracksuit,
okay,
straight yellow, orange, brown, black, Slim Jim logos. You wouldn't be like, God damn, look at the drip on that bagel.
that is hood drip. Like that's ghetto drip.
I like that.
Or someone
Hell
might
yeah,
say
dude.
it's tough. TUFF.
Oh, fuck. Now I got to write down how to spell shit.
TUFF. I actually say tough a lot.
Do you?
Unironically, yeah. Like I see shoes that I like, oh yeah, those are tough.
Okay.
This is great.
This is up your alley, Bagel.
Yeah, dude. This lines right into one of my questions.
Bagel's bougie, so he
Okay.
likes his
Yeah,
like
I
his
see the
hats,
product
glasses,
glasses. I see them.
the watches, the shoes.
I like
Yeah.
accessories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? I've been wearing this t-shirt for like fucking 13 years. I've been wearing these jeans for 5.5 years. The balls are blown out. I don't give a shit. But I like accessories. I like hats, I like watches, I like shoes, I like glasses. So what do the youths of today call shoes?
The Utes.
Yeah.
You mean like what do they call? I mean like you still hear kicks every once in a while.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
dude. That's
like,
what
my
I
friend
fucking
group
call them.
says kicks. Like
Mhm.
we definitely say kicks.
Yep. I
So-
say kicks. So
I can't
If-
even think of another word
if you-
besides
Nothing?
kicks.
other.
Alright.
I know other. Yeah, I mean I know
Like,
like
if
like
you throw-
tennies. Tennies were another one.
Tennies?
No,
No one
that-
uses
That
tennies?
sounds British. That sounds like British
I'll
slang.
have put on my tennies.
Right.
Yeah, that's
I'll have a
exactly-
pint and a couple of tennies.
Yeah.
What are you having, a beer and a pair of shoes?
Yeah, definitely not tennis.
What about sneakers?
another one that like? There's just no point. Like nobody says sneakers.
I mean I don't say sneakers.
Shoes, or you call them what they are, like Vans.
All
Or
right.
like
Yeah,
Con-
that's
like,
fair.
I'm wearing Converse, so
Do you guys call them Converse or Chucks?
Or cons?
not Cons. I call them Chucks sometimes, but most of the time,
Probably-
people when they see them, they're like Converse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
have,
mean
like,
our
4
household was Chucks.
Yeah, but I thought Chucks were considered like the thicker ones, like the ones that you wear.
Nope. No, it's just Chuck Taylor is
Yeah,
the
Chuck-
person
Oh,
that,
well, yeah,
that
I
made
guess-
the shoes.
I did
Yeah,
forget
for sure.
about that.
So it was either it was just
When they used
Converse
to wear 'em
or
in the
Chucks.
or in the like 60s or whatever for the NBA.
hmm
The Chucks, yeah.
I mean they're all I mean like I do have actually I just tossed those out. Those are actually finally destroyed.
You'll have
Which
to
I-
see mine downstairs.
I do
I got
love
these
those.
ones like a couple months ago, and like they're so ripped up on the sides that if it rains at all, like my top of my foot is getting wet, the side of my foot's getting wet.
I usually wear my shoes all the way till they're fucking
yeah,
until they're
that's probably where I got
bare-boned.
it from. 'Cause one time I came home from college, it was like 2 breaks ago, and I bought new Converse to bring to school, like just because. And my mom, these are my old white Converse, and she's like, "Oh, I washed those dirty shoes, and I threw out the laces, and the laces were like ripped
The
up.
racist.
The laces were ripped up. The laces were like ripped up, but I had them tied, and I loved the way they looked. They were all like beat up, just like how your shoes used to. Like
Yeah.
And they're
You said
sitting there.
Ma threw them away?
She threw it. She got me new laces and cleaned the shoes, and I was like, I put so much work into those.
You've
shoes.
ruined it.
Like I would like cut grass in those shoes,
Yeah.
like, skate in those shoes, like hitchhike, like hike in the woods, dude.
Hitchhiking.
No, not hitchhiking. No.
That's an old statement.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure
yeah.
is.
Now it's just called getting sexually assaulted. On a
Yeah, now
highway.
it's not that safe.
Yeah, I mean, that was the whole thing. Even like our growing up, like if you had a fresh pair of fucking Chucks, people are like, fucking pussy. Why are you so clean?
Yeah, it's
and you're
like gay
what?
to have clean shoes. It's
Yeah,
what a lot of
well,
people see it
You need to
as.
go to a show and get into the pit so people are stepping all
Yeah,
over them. They're
for a
sticky
minute.
from the fucking beer and all that.
But am I the oldest person on this podcast? I'm 42.
Tom? Yeah.
Everybody doesn't have to look at Tom. By the
Well,
way. It's
I
fucking
know.
rude.
Well, because
Well,
I know,
his age.
we know it's not
Yeah.
you.
and I knew that I was younger than you.
Fuck. All
But
right.
I didn't remember how old Tommy Boy was.
I'm 42. 40? Fuck. I'm the
40.
oldest person. All right.
So you're the
like,
oldest.
You don't remember? I'm sure you wouldn't. Like Reebok pumps.
Oh yeah, the little like basketball on the tongues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Do you know of those?
I've seen like old commercials for
Yeah,
them. at
your
some
your
point.
people would spend fucking $6,000 for a pair of those right
Oh, yeah,
now.
and
Those
they
would be
do.
the fucking tits. Yeah.
They might even come back because like people are wearing like Pumas, Reeboks, like shoe brands that everyone
oh my
used
god,
to hate.
did Pumas? Are those not cool? Those stop being cool.
Yes, definitely. Definitely went out for a while. Now people are wearing them again. Are like Adidas Sambas, which just like.
The most comfortable soccer shoe of all time.
But now they're coming back in, and like fashion people wear them, like to
Oh
look
my
cool.
God.
I mean, we wore them as fashion too.
I have
That's what I mean. Like they're coming back, just like
Yeah.
Converse came back.
I have Lego Adidas Superstars built in my office right now.
It's kind of bad.
Wait, like you
Out of
built
Legos.
them out of Legos?
Uh-huh.
Sick.
And they have real laces.
Wow,
That's actually super sick.
that's actually
there's-
impressive.
You should. All right, when get a picture of that and send that to Tommy so he can.
Done.
I want to. Well, I
Oh,
guess
man.
we're still in testing
Pumas?
phases, so I guess it
Oh,
doesn't matter. But I
fuck
do want to see a photo of that.
All right, what about cars, Duddy? What do people call cars? Like you see a nice.
Are you looking for whip? Is that what you're trying to get? Like, did you hear that?
Did
Well,
I
whip
hear
is
it?
also whip is before your term.
Yeah, dude.
Or your
Yeah,
time.
Coolio told me about it.
No,
a
yeah,
bunch
but
of
you're
years
asking
ago.
what we call them. I mean,
Yeah.
like some people call them whips, but I mean, it's another thing. Is like it just
All right,
sounds
I'll
like
cross it off.
it depends on where you're from. Like, if you're from the suburbs and you're calling your mom's Audi a whip, like, all right, that's your mom's car.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's just like I don't know. You have to say it right. You have
Okay.
to be a certain type of people. To
So,
say
like,
it.
if I have a 1987 Chevy Caprice, what would you
Okay.
call that?
oh man,
Old, boxy, but let's say I kept it
Yeah.
up real nice.
Like a
so it's a
box,
real
like-
nice looking
Like
ghetto
mint.
car.
uh-huh.
What would you call that? You see that rolling down the street? It is mint, like brand fucking new, but it's 40 years old. What would you call that?
A donk.
There it is.
A
what
donk?
the fuck is a donk?
DONK.
So donks are like it's especially you were talking about like JIT and stuff. That's like
Florida.
it's super big in Florida. People keep these old like boxy cars in really good condition.
That was me
And they
in
throw
Florida,
like
yep.
sparkle, like the green paint with the sparkles. in
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
And they throw them with these giant rims.
Yep.
And those are donks.
Mhm.
DONKS.
Oh, that's awesome.
See, our growing up, donks was another name that we used for girls' butts.
Yeah.
Like a-
but
Look at
donkeys.
that donk.
But donk-
Yeah,
yeah.
but donk,
Yeah.
donk.
But
Look at old-
donkers.
that donk.
I wonder if that ties into like the rims being fat and like
Nope. It was about their butt cheeks.
no, like
The
donk-
car's butt cheeks?
No,
Yep.
like the car having big rims, the girl having
It's that trunk size.
well, we called
Yeah.
them,
Look
we
at the
called them,
trunk on that.
We called them hoopties. Do you remember?
Yeah,
Hoopties?
hoopties.
Hoopty.
You've heard Ma say
I
that.
was gonna say,
Maz said
my
it,
mom
so it's
talks very Cleveland.
yeah, yeah. She grew up in Cleveland, so she still has that ghetto-ness to her sometimes
Yeah.
that comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. She'll say, "Oh yeah, it's right in that fucking shitty ass hoopty."
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like, look at that jalopy.
Jalopy.
I don't know that one.
No shit.
Jalopy.
I don't even
Like-
Tommy. I'm the only one who's heard jalopy. I thought it was a type of a car. I thought it just meant like an old junker.
Jalopy.
Yeah.
Must be Italian. Sounds like an Italian dish.
Yeah, I'll have the chicken parmesan with a side of jalapeno.
Or like,
What about wheels? Do you call cars wheeled? Like, look at the wheels.
as in reference to the entire car.
Yeah. Like if you see a fly, do people say fly?
Probably not.
That's prime 90s.
Yeah,
like,
early
yeah.
2000s.
Okay, I'm pretty old.
That's getting jiggy with it, right?
Yeah, yeah. If I'm getting jiggy with it and I see a fly-ass ride go by, would you be like, wow, look at the wheels?
Sometimes.
That dude's got
I hear
wheels.
people say it sometimes, but you don't really hear it.
In like Back to the Future, I'm so fucking old. Fuck.
All right, I got one here.
Okay.
Go.
Here's something I've noticed. I mean, you've had fucking curly hair for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
I've
Pubes.
noticed that,
Pubes?
his pubes, yes. I do a pube check every time I see him.
Yeah. It's a ritual.
Yeah.
You guys don't do that?
Did you not catch that in the driveway?
Pube check? Oh shit, we have another thing we have to
Yeah,
talk about.
we'll round it out.
Pube check just brought us back to
Yep,
exactly where we wanted
we'll
to
round
start.
up. Yep.
Yes.
So, like, everybody that's in like your fucking age range all has like the same fucking haircut, and it's this broccoli top
Yeah.
and like short on the sides. That's the best way I can describe it. And like everyone knows what I'm talking about. Like Gen Z, all the dudes have this.
Yeah.
Which is-
with the broccoli top. With the broccoli. Yep.
I mean, this is probably kind of like, I mean, our growing up was like what, like a bowl cut or
Or
like
you could have all your hair cut off, or you could have a rat tail. And
Rat
then, and then
tails.
your dad cuts it off while you're sleeping in his one-bedroom apartment in New York. You wake up with your rat tail on his fucking coffee table. Fuck you, Bob.
You want to talk about
Yeah, I got it on my system. I'm good.
Are there dudes that like get it permed
So many.
for real?
Probably, I'd safely say probably 90% of people that look like me
Permed.
permed. You know, like how they, like your grandma maybe.
Yeah,
got
get
a
your
perm.
get making their hair curly on purpose.
Dude, I will walk into the barbershop and I will see guys that I have like, I used to be in high school with getting a perm.
And they're sitting there with the thing over their head
Yeah,
while they're
oh my
playing
God.
on their phones.
Uh-huh.
Like our grandmas with the magazines.
It is, and what's annoying is my hair is naturally curly.
Yeah.
And I don't use anything. I just wash my hair and brush it every once in a while. But these people will put so much effort into it, and it's like when people see me and they want to like not make fun of me, but like if I'm arguing with somebody that I don't really know that well, they're like, oh well, you have a perm. Like if it's an insult, and it's like, no, I don't. But now I'm so mad because I'm defending myself on something
Yeah.
I don't even have, and then,
Yep.
like I get mad about it. It's like I don't even know what I'm arguing about now.
Let your soul glow. You remember that? From, yeah. Coming to America.
Oh yeah. Holy
When they're
shit.
all Jerry curled
Yeah,
up with
yeah,
their
yeah.
curls, yeah. You've probably never heard of
Was
that.
it
Or maybe
before
maybe
my time.
You might have heard of the sequel, which is awful. But
Yeah. So I mean, so you'll see like this kid John that is at school,
Yeah.
and then his hair's straight, and then like over the weekend he comes back and his hair looks like yours.
I had a buddy Mason. I won't say his last name, but
Newberry.
he actually mentally convinced me that he's always had curly hair. So I've known him.
What's
I knew
the-
him in
that's
elementary.
Mandela
gaslighting.
effects?
That's
Like,
gaslighting.
gaslighting? Okay.
Yeah,
Gaslit
literally
you.
like placebo or whatever. Yeah, Mandela, whatever it was. I used to go to daycare with him in like first grade. I don't remember what his hair looked like.
Yeah.
And then one day,
You're a
in,
terrible
like-
friend.
Yeah, I know. Sue me. But like, I think it was freshman year. He was saying something about how he like brought it up out of nowhere. Like, can you remember how like in elementary school my hair was really curly, and
Mhm.
his hair was like straight,
Yeah.
super straight black hair. And I was like, no. And he's like, you don't remember that? And I was like, yeah, I do, because like there was other people around. So I was like, oh yeah, of course I remember that.
I don't want to look stupid in front of these people that I don't
And then
remember.
He was like, yeah, I just put stuff in my hair to make it straight. And I was like, that makes sense. Like, I'm not going to question
I mean,
you.
people do
But like,
that.
I don't know shit about
Do.
But like, I don't know shit about hair products. So I was like, that's probably real. And then the next day he came in with hair curlier than mine. I was like, oh, he stopped wearing his hair product. And he would he would just lie to everybody. Everyone would be like, you got a perm. He's like, no, I didn't. And then one day, cut it all off, grew back straight, and he was like, yeah, dude, I got a perm, and you believed my lie. And I was like, are you fucking
Busted. At
I
least he
backed-
owned up to
I
it.
backed him up for like 2 years.
Wait, you what him? Macked him up?
Backed.
Oh,
Like,
backed him
like,
up.
I
Oh,
had
yeah.
his, I had his
I thought we
side.
got a new term. Yeah, no,
No,
I know
it's
what backed
from
up means. I
You want to get macked up, motherfucker? I don't
Yeah.
know
I'm
what
not
that
backing
means,
him
but I'm
up.
a fucking.
was like,
throw that
wait,
shit out.
what's this one? Okay. No, yeah. I mean, that's fucking shitty, but I guess
It's not shitty. Actually,
didn't-
I appreciate
take
that,
offense
dude.
to it.
No, that's
The
that's a
dedication-
fucking baller move
Yeah.
to put yourself out there for so long with so many people.
He's like,
Yeah, like if I ate everything in the refrigerator at home, and then I went out and met Jen at a bar, and I was like, remember when you ate everything in the fucking She's like, no. I'm like, yeah, I watched you.
I watch it. And then
Gaslighting
like,
your
yeah.
wife.
You might have been sleepwalking. But I watched you eat all. And she'd be like, "Oh my god, I ate everything." But yeah, you fucking did. It's gross.
You throw in you probably don't remember, but
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, I guess I didn't remember.
I
Yeah.
guess.
And the next morning, I'd have the fridge like filled with fruits and vegetables. Like, hey, for next time, when you fucking mow through the rest of the goddamn refrigerator, at least this will be good for your health. And she'd be like, "Oh, thank you." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're welcome. I'm just looking out for you." House and cookies and the fucking
I mean, like, listen, good for him to fucking finally owning up to it,
Yeah,
and
he-
like,
which
and
he
like
did.
owning it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like,
Well, hold
Still.
on. Did he own it or did he get?
well, he got
enough?
well, he got caught, but then he owned
caught
up to
enough,
it.
and
Yeah,
then- yeah.
But even for
He
years
could've still
after,
kept
like,
denying
even
it.
his like close friends would be like, they'd make fun of him, and be like, "Oh yeah, you got a perm." Like they'd be arguing me about like sports or something. Like, ah, shut. When you're losing an argument, you start going to what they look like. He's like, "Shut up, you got a perm." He's like, "Nuh-uh." So like he just kept it going, even in like the heat of battle. He would just be like, "Never got a perm," and then COVID hit. He came back hair straight, and I was like, "What happened?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, I lied to you." I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
dummy.
Yeah, it's like you fell for it and you actually sold it.
This was
because
a
your
social
hair is curly.
experiment.
Everyone just believed me, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
You're dumb now.
People took my word more than his, so it worked.
That's awesome.
Damn. He used you for like the fucking.
God, we should have that guy on the podcast. That sounds fucking. I want to talk to that dude.
You're a pathological liar.
Oh yeah,
we want you on.
Can we
What's up with you
immediately
lying to my
be
brother?
best friends?
Come into my attic.
Yeah, just grill him the whole time.
All right, so I have a couple
Cook him.
left, and I have a quick question.
And
What-
we also have to circle back around whenever you're done too.
No,
yeah, yeah.
go ahead. I don't want to stop the.
No. I'm just talking about like when he was
Oh,
talking.
yeah,
about,
yeah.
Yeah,
You're
go ahead
absolutely
and say what you're gonna say, but we
All
do
right.
need to circle back around
Absolutely.
before the episode's over.
What is
Oh, like SK.
Yeah. What the fuck is that? There's no vowels.
Another one. I agree.
Thank you.
Another one that like you have like I heard 5 years ago, and it was a
All right.
TikTok trend where like girls would like fake laugh. And I think that it's like a laugh, like SK. What's like?
Oh.
It was like the new like HA.
Oh, is it when
Oh.
when the girls are like
Yeah,
like
that's exactly what it is.
I've
But in text form, it's stupid.
Oh, dude.
Okay.
I used to have a
Way
bunch
to,
of
like,
friends that would
laugh.
smoke weed, and they would take a big hit off the joint, and they'd be like, and that's what I thought it was. I thought it was like you couldn't handle your fucking joint load.
I've
Couldn't handle the load.
I could have used a different word, but
I've definitely seen videos where I've heard girls have that laugh.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, but I didn't know there was like a thing for it there.
wow.
Yeah.
All right, bring us home, baby.
Another TikTok trend. There's all of these are just like things that pop up on
These are-
TikTok, and you guys are like, "What the fuck?" Is
These
this?
aren't like actual things you guys say.
I have probably said like one or two of these out of context, but most of them it's like in reference to making fun of like those people who say it.
This one pisses me off when I hear people say it. Bet
Kennedy says that. So
that
much. Oh my
makes me
God.
so mad.
Wildo says it like it's every third word out of his mouth. Like, I'll text him like, "Hey, I'm going to see your mom and your dad. I'm going to bring them dinner because they're not doing well. Do you want
Bet.
to join me?" And he's like, "Bet."
See, I say that sometimes, but only
It's
because
dumb.
It doesn't even mean he's coming. It just means
Yeah.
like, "Oh, good for you,"
like, yeah.
or "I'll join you."
yeah, like I'll match that. Like
Yeah,
like betting,
sort of.
like betting. Like okay, I'm there.
No, that's fucking dumb. No,
I will
because
say, out of all of them that you said, that's the one I use the most. I
you use
understand
bet all the
why-
time.
Not all the time, but like on text, it's so much easier to be like, yeah, okay,
Why can't you just use the letter K?
because that
Why can't you
sounds
just
like
say
you're
K?
mad or like.
Oh my God,
sure,
you're
that
such
whole,
a
like,
lady in my life right now.
But that,
I have so many
there's a
women
lot
in
of
my
women
life,
on Earth.
and they're just like,
You-
"Blah, blah, blah. Hey, do you want to meet for a drink on Thursday?" And I'm like, "Kate," and they're like,
Why are you mad?
Are you mad at me? I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm in a
Exactly.
meeting at work. I can give you a whole fucking diatribe about why I can say yes. I just wrote K, and they're like, "Well, it sounds like you're angry from one fucking letter."
yeah,
Ugh,
See,
fucking Duddy.
like yeah, like our growing up, it's like, I bet you can't like jump off that ledge without like breaking something. It's like, bet you I can. You know, like bet, yeah.
Yeah,
And then that like it's like calling off the fucking like the dare or the bluff or whatever the fuck. And this is just basically confirming a situation.
Yeah.
yeah. But
It's just used too
you
often.
kind of do that when you bet. You're confirming what you're getting into. You know.
I mean, I
if you were like,
guess.
"I'm gonna jump out that window," and I'm not gonna break either of my ankles, I'd be like, "Bet," and I
Yeah,
would mean
that-
like, "Let's put
Yeah,
money on." it.
yeah.
But that also
Bet
works.
you that you will.
Yeah,
But I didn't
you'd be
mean
like, all right, bet.
awesome for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'll be there in an hour. All right, bet.
Yeah.
Like I'll see you when you get here.
Yeah, if you fall out that window,
and
I'll
if
be
you're
there
not
in
here,
an
I'll
hour.
hold you to it. Yeah.
Bet on that.
Yeah.
You could bet that I'll be there in an hour.
Yeah.
You could bet on meeting me in the parking lot.
Right. Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of these other ones I found seem kind of ridiculous. Like there's, all right, what about this? This one is period with a T at the end.
It's like a ratchet way to say like.
So instead of being like, no, we're going to go fucking do this.
Ratchet means
period.
hood, right?
Yeah, more like ghetto. Yeah, you hear it from like ghetto girls or like a lot of like white girls that are ghetto.
Do they pronounce the T? Period?
Period. Yeah.
Ugh.
So from my understanding.
It's like I can't even like think of it.
I thought you were asking if they pronounced the T at the end of ratchet. I thought they were like,
no,
that's ratchet.
for
Ratchet.
period.
That is ratchet.
So like normally it'd be like when someone's like, hey, do you think we should? She's like, no, we're gonna go fucking do it this way. Period. Right. End of discussion. This is supposed to, and from my understanding, tell me if I'm wrong, that with a T at the end
Period.
is like a step past saying period.
Like that's
it's
the
like
end of that.
This is fucking, which I thought the first period was
Oh
that,
my God.
but
If a lady told me period, wow, back of the hand.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like the whole like 8 thing where it's almost most of these is like you could use them in the sense of like an argument. Like if you guys are arguing and I hear it and like he says something that like completely like damn that all right, I'd be like period, like then someone like in the background would be like, yeah, get his ass, like period, like end of discussion. It's stupid and I hate it and I hated saying that.
I don't mind it, but it sounds like there's just not enough dichotomy between period and period.
It's the same shit. It's just how
you're
it's
just putting.
pronounced.
Oh,
It's-
here we
yeah.
go. You guys use the word stank? Like you just put a little
Put some stank on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like hear it,
if
but
like if the pizza was like, oh, the bagel, no problem. You might have met him. He's a handsome gentleman, very intelligent. He's very ambitious. He's also a Jew. You'd be like, okay, that's cool. But if he was like, yeah, he's handsome, he's ambitious, he's a fucking Jew, you'd be like, God, you put a lot of stank on that.
Yeah.
That's a hard J. You guys use stank?
I definitely like use stank in that sense.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Not a lot, but like that is one that like if you said that I wouldn't look at you weird. It wouldn't be like if you just dabbed at it.
You wouldn't look at me because I'm Jewish? That's fucking stank, buddy. That is professional stank.
All right, so here's one I want to end. We're getting
We are.
pretty close to the end here, but and I know I've sent you this text, yeah, because the Bagel and I had this discussion on an episode prior to about our growing up, and it was funny to like pull your balls out and your friend has to look at them.
Yeah.
Like-
what is that called? Like
Well, there's different moves.
Yeah, a bunch of
if you
different-
take it out like the right side of your leg in a picture and then someone looks at it it's like, oh shit, like you take a group picture.
Oh, he's sacking.
Yeah, like
Is that a thing?
No.
something like that in that
They probably
sense.
would.
But like I've heard of it. I don't personally take my balls out in front of my buddies, but
Never.
Have your friends done it to you?
I'm sure at some point in my life I've seen their balls.
You would
We're
know.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, you would know. I'm just saying, I'm sure, which means they have.
Yeah, I've definitely seen some of my friends' balls.
All right.
Yeah, so
let me give you a quick example of how much you would be aware. Okay. Like if you were on a school bus and you were next to another school bus of your classmates, and then you like mooned, like you ever moon? You know what that is?
Yeah, or you pant. Yeah.
You pants yourself. But then if you take your butt cheeks and you mash them up against the window,
Okay.
that's called a pressed ham.
A pressed ham.
Yeah. But then if you
That's funny.
take your dick and your balls and you pull them down from between the back of your butt cheeks and put all of that up there, that's called a fruit basket.
That sounds illegal. Is what it sounds like.
100% illegal. It is, none of this is legal, by the way. So, listeners,
I don't know if school bus
none
is
of
the
this
best
is
time to talk about
Also, I'm-
taking your balls
I'm
out.
42. I'm talking about when I was like 9 years old. Okay, I'm not talking about like
I was doing it last
I'm not
month,
going to do it on
actually.
Thursday. I'm not like, oh, I'm going to buy a school bus and just fucking give a bunch of children pressed hams, but that's the stuff we would do. Like, you know, the fucking, hey, have you seen my new pink watch? And you'd wrap your balls skin around it.
Or your dick, yeah.
Or be like, oh, who threw gum on my pants?
Yeah, you
I've
pull
heard
your,
that. I've heard
you
And
pull,
your
that.
yeah, you
ball
pull this
skin
ball
out?
skin out of your, like your
Yeah.
zipper and be like, oh, I sat in gum. Be like, oh, there's hair in it too. And then your buddy would turn around and look, and they're like, oh, god damn it.
What
Yeah.
a gay person.
Yeah.
Not exactly, but yeah, say something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys don't do that at all.
You guys
don't
do
So
do
what
that.
the fuck are you guys doing? Are you just studying?
No, they're looking on their
We
phones.
just don't really look at each other's
Ugh.
balls as much as you used
so
to. I mean,
gay. You
That was
guys
just
are
part of. I mean,
TikToking and
but
doing
listen, we also didn't.
schoolwork.
We didn't have phones growing up.
That's true.
So we had to find our own entertainment, which
Yeah.
turned into us. You'll be really funny.
Our ball showing turned into TikTok.
yeah,
We invented
you could
TikTok with our
arguably
balls.
Say that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's 100% true.
Yeah.
Your like way of getting laughter out of your buddies is just taking your balls out. But me, it would be like I'll just send him like 3 TikToks that I thought were funny.
Right. Yeah.
God.
Yeah. We didn't have phones, so like I
No,
would be like, what'd be really funny is if I pull my balls out and then you tell Josh to come over and then he looks at my balls. That'll be so funny.
You know,
know
what'd be
what
super
it
funny
is?
if I took a Polaroid of my balls and then sent it to U.S. mail. And then it showed up 6 days later, and you'd be like, "Wow, there's his balls. That's hilarious!" Like we're so fucking old.
I think
Yeah,
what
but
it
we were
is.
hilarious though. We were
is-
creative though.
Well, that's
That's
what I was
true.
going to say. Because everyone has phones, we don't prank each other. Like that's not a thing.
God, that's so sad.
Like,
for you
sucks.
I
guys,
feel like
Yeah.
when I think of the '90s, I think of like people like pranking somebody or like Home Alone type pranks. Nobody does that.
Those aren't pranks. That's defending his home.
But
That's
you
might
know
be
what I-
serial killer
but,
shit,
like,
actually.
But you know what I mean? Like he got those ideas because he's a '90s kid,
Prank
and
on
that-
home invaders.
Like he would think about pranks
Yeah.
to trap them and shit.
Right.
But like nobody does that. I mean, we skate or fish or play basketball, but like we're not like fucking with each. I mean, I might take your phone.
This is
or
probably
something.
gonna blow your mind, Duddy. I went to summer camp when I was a kid. Like when I was like I don't
Mind
know 8
blown.
years old until I was I don't know like 12. And in this summer camp, the summer camp I went to was split by a lake, and there was the boys' side and the girls' side. But we had canoes. So us on the boys' side, we stole a canoe. We took the canoe over to the girls' side. We literally did a panty raid. We went super silent mode in the middle of the night, stole a bunch of the girls' panties, then brought them back over, ran them up the flagpole, so that the next morning when everyone was going to do the salute the flag, they ran the flag up, and all these girls, like 10-year-old girls' panties went up the fucking flagpole. We were also 10, so
No,
it's not,
a lot of
I don't want to say that. I don't want to say like
Some
I did
buzzer
it
beaters.
yesterday.
Let's say it last weekend.
It's no problem, guys. I was
Actually,
37.
Tony, you were there.
Right.
I was the one filming it.
But can you fucking?
Put it on TikTok.
Can you imagine?
Could you imagine?
Can you imagine? Yeah. You can't do that now. You
No.
can't steal 8-year-old
No.
girls' panties and run them up a flag. Even
Well,
if you're
You
if you're
shouldn't
8.
do it to begin with, but it's
Well-
way less acceptable.
Well, when you're 10 and they're 10, it's like, let's play a prank on the girls.
Yeah.
The crazy part is like one of like the counselors is
Endorsed
with you.
it. Yeah.
And they're like they're the one like
He
rowing
led
the
fucking
boat
canoe. Yeah.
wow,
until to
I wonder
get
what
you
he's up to right now. He might be in jail.
maybe.
He might be a new prison pen pal.
Oh, that's a.
Oh,
my God.
listen, I've already
I'm
been-
gonna look that up.
We're getting that done real soon also. I've already been
Oh my
diving into
God.
it. We're going to get it done real soon.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. I don't give a shit. His name was John Adler. I'm gonna
that
look
up.
him up. I know his name. I'm gonna look him up and see where he's at right
That's
now.
the counselor's name?
He was the head of the camp.
Oh,
John
wow.
Adler.
Adler. Yeah.
Hey, where
Diddler?
was this camp? Huh?
John
this is-
Diddler.
Oh.
This is when I grew up in New York, and this was again from White Money. I went to camp in Maine.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah, Jewish camp.
Oh, okay. Are we
Yeah.
allowed to say that?
Another Jewish camp.
This one was
We-
okay.
We didn't concentrate at all. It was
Obviously.
very laissez-faire. But yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah.
All right.
He's
Great.
awesome.
Can't wait.
Fuck yeah,
Somebody, yeah.
Duddy.
Somebody
fucking-
send me his paperwork and
Yeah.
his documents.
Yeah.
Duddy, is there anything that you want to ask us?
There was one thing I wanted to bring up that I was talking about.
All right, 5 inches, but pretty thick.
It curves to the left a little bit.
He's
What?
talking about his thumbs.
Yeah, I was too. Mine too.
Oh my God, you have
Wait, do
old
that to the
lady
camera.
retard thumbs.
I don't know if you can.
Oh,
I got.
what is happening there?
You want to play
No,
with my thumb?
no, fuck me.
But
That would be the clip right there. Okay, go on.
there's a TikTok trend going on right now. I have so many of your basketball cards. There's a trend. It's called. Look it up after this. It's called "Done with the '90s." And there's this guy on TikTok who's been going around showing video proof because like the Michael Jordan versus LeBron debate. It's been a thing
Yeah,
for
of course.
20
Which
years.
is
Yeah.
silly, but go on.
But there's this guy that has been blowing up on TikTok because he's been showing video proof of Michael Jordan he has no left hand. Like, he can't score with his left hand. And everyone was like, Michael Jordan was this god at basketball, blah, blah, blah. And he's been going through, like, finding videos like Vince Carter and Shaq. And just, like, people that you hear are, like, demigods. And then they're missing, like, shots that role players this decade wouldn't miss. And, oh, my God, it is so funny. You guys
So wait, are you taking
much.
the side of LeBron?
Yes.
As the GOAT over
Fuck off.
Over Michael Jordan. And
Well,
we
he's
need to-
younger.
If we no, and I'll explain it in depth. Later.
Yeah.
I listen.
Huh?
You listen, we're gonna leave this.
And I was gonna say
we'll leave this so you can come back. But I'll just tell you this: Jordan didn't have to score with his left hand because that's the hand he passed with, or he went up and then would go, and then.
Yeah, but imagine being able to do that, but also use your left hand.
Can you imagine?
Space Jam 1 or 2? Choose.
Oh
my God!
I didn't
Yeah.
even watch Space Jam.
I'm not watching the second one. Fuck
No.
that.
Don't get me wrong. People think that me saying Michael Jordan's the second best player to ever play basketball is some sort of insult.
I'm gonna
Michael-
throw
It
you
is an
down the stairs
insult,
in a
yeah.
second.
Michael Jordan himself has said that LeBron is better than him, and that you could say he's being humble.
This
But name
is-
someone less humble than
Has
Michael
he?
Jordan. Yes,
Tom, you look that up.
I will.
I thought that
I'm not
he
even
like was
kidding.
saying that like, oh, that's crazy because I have like 5 gold rings and LeBron has like
Hold on.
2 now.
He has 6. LeBron has 4.
Hold on.
Mario.
Go ahead.
We can't really get into this because we
I'm
don't
saying,
have a
I
lot
can
of
argue
time.
about basketball for hours.
and,
so.
and you're welcome.
We
back
could say this
even
for
without this.
yeah,
I
we'll
will
do a
argue
different
it.
episode. Yeah.
But let's be honest. Times have changed.
Yeah.
Worlds have changed. It's like saying, oh, Babe Ruth wasn't a great baseball player because Sammy Sosa is so much better. Guess what? Changes in technology for the bat, changes in humanity. Like the people are built different.
Yeah, less racist.
Babe Ruth would be awful.
What's
He even makes the
racist?
team.
What the fuck? Duddy?
back-
I swear to fucking God.
Tommy says Babe Ruth wouldn't make
you
a
said
team nowadays.
People have changed, and I said, yeah, they're less racist. Babe Ruth, when he was playing baseball, they were more racist than
What does
now.
being racist have to do anything about?
No, it was a
I will
joke.
answer that. You guys,
Okay.
I
It was
will
I
answer
was
that.
joking. I was joking.
I will answer
You
that.
asked what the difference was. I said they were less racist.
Fair enough.
Enhancing drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true too.
In the 1940s were whiskey, cigars, and racism.
That's what I'm saying.
Babe Ruth was cranking them out
That's
the
what I'm
fucking
saying.
back of the field, so fuck off.
That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you.
Cool, LeBron has fucking... It's like Rocky versus Ivan Drago, and he's like getting all the fucking injections, and he's
Yeah.
like on that thing. And there's Rocky, and he's just like... Well, with his fucking fat friend that used to be a butcher, and he's running through the snow. The fuck out of you. Probably haven't seen that movie.
Speaking of,
I've seen Rocky.
real quick before we get out of here, what do you guys think about this Tyson and Jake Paul fight?
Dude, I was just talking about this like 2 days ago.
All right.
It is the most...
Everyone has
absurd.
30 seconds.
Absurd. Go ahead. You go first.
I'll go first. It is so upsetting to see someone like Iron Mike Tyson stoop that low. Dude, he's almost 60.
58.
Yeah, almost 60.
Yeah.
Both right.
Let's just say on the very, very, very off chance that he gets knocked out, that ruins his persona as being Iron Mike. Like, that's his whole thing is being that guy. And he loses to Jake Paul if he does.
Do you think that would actually happen?
You're looking at it from a casual sports
What he's
watching
saying
stance.
is, what is the point?
No,
for
I
Iron Mike to
understand.
do it?
No.
Look at it like this. He knocks out a YouTuber. Wow, oh wow. If I
Yeah,
was Mike
there's
Tyson, I'd do that
a
too.
lot to
If he
lose
loses
and nothing to
Mike-
gain.
If he loses to Jake Paul, I wouldn't lose to Jake. Oh, he's old, he's washed. And now it looks like, oh, Mike Tyson was the best, but he lost to Jake Paul. He can't be that good. It ruins
Half his age. Yeah.
It ruins his image for
There's-
no reason.
it's-
I mean,
it's a
probably
bullshit.
Millions of dollars.
The
but-
fix is in, boys. Like this is either going to be there's going to be some sort of agreement where it has to come to a tie.
There are
Or-
so many Jake Paul's allowed to take enhancement.
Yep. And he's allowed to tag team his brother in to do a 2-on-1 against
And
Tyson.
there's no weight limit for Jake Paul.
And, yep.
Mike Tyson has to be 165. Jake Paul's allowed to do drugs, and he won't get drug tested.
And he gets a
can be
headgear.
as heavy as he wants. He can wear headgear, and he can tag his brother in for a 2v1.
Do you know what it would take for me to be 165? 1.2 Holocausts.
Yeah,
It would
I
take
mean,
a full Holocaust, and they were like, "Fuck, dude, you're a little over." And
this
it's
is
like,
a little
"All
bit more.
right, give me
We're
this
gonna have to
another-
push this back
halvesies.
to UFC 300.
Can I get another 10% Holocaust? And they'd be like, "Yeah, you can. Here's some newspaper and shut the fuck." And I'm like, "All right." And then after that, they're like, "All right,
I think
one more set of newspapers."
I think that it's going to come down to either a tie or, I mean, it's basically for Jake Paul to get street cred that, oh, I fought Tyson, but it's all fucking.
I think you both are idiots.
That's okay.
My money is on Iron Mike.
Well, mine is too.
Everybody's
I
is.
know he's 60 years old, but if you.
Dude, his videos are looking sick, though.
Bro, I'm fucking 42 years old. I grew up with Iron Mike Tyson.
So did I.
I watched him fight fucking Botha, like the biggest, whitest fucking ass. The guy that called him the N-word. And Tyson was. Here's the thing. Fury, he's a good guy. Seems like he can fight, but Mike Tyson is an animal. He's a fucking monster.
Mm-hmm.
And he checks out. As soon as that music turns on for him to walk down, he turns out and he just turns himself off. He's going to become a machine and he's going to beat the fucking brakes off of that kid.
I agree.
We're going to see. That's what I hope for.
As a sports fan, you have to understand
Let's put our money where
the
our mouths
chances
are.
of upsets, especially in a sport like boxing.
Wait, is Tyson the favorite?
I mean,
think so.
I think it's going to be a generation thing.
Yeah.
I don't think he is.
It's going to be. It's so. I mean,
I don't think he
so
is.
orange. It's so hard because like even people my age, I don't know anyone who's like, oh, Jake Paul's going to beat the shit out of him. But Mike Tyson is the shell of the man he used to be.
Jake Paul can fight. There's no doubt about it.
We'll see.
Yeah, and there's people
But I
who
will
doubt
say-
that, and then they're blinded by him being a YouTuber. But
I if I could pick one person in the world to never fight, even 60 years old, it'd be
agree.
Mike Tyson.
I agree.
Oh, agreed.
I agree.
I would take 39-year-old anybody over 60-year-old Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
All right.
All right.
Well, that's
Fun.
that. Duddy, is there any shout-outs you want to do to your boys or anything else? You want to drop handles? I don't know if people want to follow you. I mean,
Yeah, if you want to follow me, it's I believe it's kspitzer.03 because I was born in 2003. How's that make you feel?
that's the year I graduated.
If you feel like it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Cam and Eli, Nate, Owen, Kyle, Sean, Liam.
Jew, Eli, fucking Shlomo, Goldstein. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess if that's it, boys. Thanks for coming on. And
for
listen,
having me.
anybody that wants to chip in on these topics, leave us voicemails, text messages, 440-363.
0121.
You got it. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next time.
Hell yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.